Hi guys, this is basically going to show you a sort of 15-20 minute video of the start of Starbound. What to expect when you launch the game. Just going to make this full screen to make it a bit easier. And let's have the music on. Going to create a new character. I don't believe the races make any difference, or the species as it says there, just for aesthetic purposes, that's all. And Ham Wonder, we'll go with that name. New quest, a fish out of water. You've been drifting in space for some time, unable to choose a planet to explore. Finally, your ship has run out of fuel in orbit of an unknown planet, making your choice for you. Before setting out in search of fuel, search your ship's storage for a matter manipulator, press E to interact with objects. Okay, quick tutorial, tells you what to do. If you're familiar with sort of Terraria, this game plays a lot like that. Just equip my sword and my torch. Ooh, completed a quest. Well done. The matter manipulator allows you to manipulate almost anything in the game world. Shop class. It's time to search the plans for fuel. To survive down there, you'll need tools. To produce tools, you'll need to make yourself a crafting table. Use your ship's teleportation platform to beam down. Run over to this thing over here. E, let's beam down. As you can see now, we're down on the planet. And it doesn't really tell you how to make any of this stuff. So we're going to use number 1 with our matter manipulator and try and find some wood. If you're not sure what you do, you can click over here for the Starbound Codex. And it tells you all your quests. Sorry, the wrong one. The quest journal. Shop class, make a crafting table. And if you press C to make a crafting table, you can see we need wooden planks, 35 wooden planks. So let's try and find some trees. The indigenous life forms attacking, but being on a low level newbie planet, not a problem. As you can see, using the antimatter device, it takes a bit of time just to even chop down a tree, so it's quite painful at the start of the game. Come on, tree. Not long now. So we need to make 35 planks. Okay. Well done. Using the crafting table will give you access to a wide range of new recipes. Collecting fuel and visiting a range of planets is the best way to find resources. Accept reward. New quest, food fight. By now you're likely beginning to feel hungry. Food can be found in a variety of places, but in a pinch, hunting is your best option. Obtain some alien meat by killing a monster with a bow and cook it on a campfire to produce cooked alien meat. So we gotta make a bow. But first of all, let's place our table down somewhere. Well, let's go back up to the main ship first. And let's make some things that we need to survive. Well, as you can see, we can't really make anything just yet. So to make a bow, we need some plant fibre. Back down we go. So early on the game can be quite unforgiving, and it does require a bit of patience. There we go, to make our bow. We'll need some of this plant fine. Or plant fibre, I should say. Okay, we've got our bow. Okay, so equip our bow and let's go and find a monster. As you can see, the bow, it's pretty weak. And I'm not particularly good with it either. Okay. We've got our meat, we've got to make a cook with it, if I'm correct. Yes, we need to make a campfire. Plant fibre and unrefined wood, that's okay, we got some of that. Bit of flat ground we need, but Thing takes forever. There we go. Let's cook our meat. Quest complete. Enjoy. If you're a vegetarian, toss it away and start planting crops. Well, it's time to craft a furnace. You'll need to obtain some cobblestone, a campfire and some coal. If you'd like to know exactly how much of each you need, access a crafting table and take materials available and mouse over the recipe to see its ingredients. So if we go back up to our ship, so for the stone furnace, it's a campfire and cobblestone. Well, that's going to take a long time unless we can get an axe on the go. So before we do that, let's make an axe. So some cobblestone and wooden planks. Without an axe, this is quite tedious. This is the stone we need. Come on, Ham Wonder. I got my cobblestone. I just need some more wood. Come on, tree. As you can see, you really want to make an axe as soon as you can. Well, an axe and a pick. It just makes things so much quicker. So we need to make some more wood planks. But we finally got our axe. Let's put that in slot 1. Even though this is a weak pick, it's still so much quicker than the default tool, and of course you can upgrade this to much better tools as the time goes by, as you get more resources. But as you can see, this is still reasonably slow. See if we can get some copper. And we can then build a better axe. I call it an axe, it's a mining tool, a pick. Let's get some copper so I can make it a more powerful mining tool. Back up we go. I don't know why I keep calling it an axe all the time for. Let's make some bandages as well for healing. Let's just check our quest. What are we going to do? Craft a furnace. Awesome, it's about time we play with fire. So there we go, got our furnace. Right then, now we've got to make some armour. Working with metal requires an anvil, but before you can craft one you'll need to melt some iron ore. Obtain 2 iron ore and smelt it in a furnace to obtain an iron bar. Let's place our furnace. We got some copper, so let's just smelt some of that, and we'll leave that do its thing and come back. So we've now got to find some iron ore. It's worth noting that as it gets basically dark, which it'll start to happen soon, early on, well, you are quite weak, and it is best to make yourself a little sort of shelter if you are going to stay down, or you can just basically go down and mine, depending on how you want to spend your time. But even if you die, it doesn't really mean anything, because you just respawn back up at your ship. Death doesn't really mean anything right now. Back up we go. Now iron ore. Good job. You'll need a whole bunch of iron bars to craft an anvil. Your ship's engine isn't yet strong enough to take you beyond the Alpha sector. Craft the distress beacon and maybe you'll be able to make contact with a larger ship. Make sure you're ready for anything before you do, though. Well, this is basically the end of the first sort of quest, essentially. When you build this distress beacon, it will call down the alien spaceship, which is level 10, and essentially your level is dictated by your armor. As you can see right now, my armor is level 2, and essentially if I gather the resources to craft the distress beacon and then use it, I'll get my ass kicked essentially. So I'll need to get stronger before we basically call down the alien ship and try to advance. So for now, I'll leave it at that, and my next video will be then when I've crafted my gear, I'm strong enough to go and take on the alien spaceship.